Okay, we've got two numbers whose difference is 16 and their sum of their squares is 130. Find the two numbers. Okay, we're going to call the two numbers x and y to start with. And the difference of the two numbers is 16. So the way we're going to write that part of the question in mathematical form is we can write it like this. Y is equal to x minus 16. So y is 16 less than x. Okay, and the sum of their squares is 130. Now, the sum of the squares is just x squared plus y squared. And that equals 130. Now that we have these two equations, what we can do is we can use the first one and substitute it to the second one, and we can basically have an equation with only one variable, which is important to try and solve this thing. So if we substitute y is equal to x minus 16 into the x squared plus y squared equals 130, we're going to get x squared plus bracket x minus 16 squared is equal to 130. Cool, now for us to be able to solve this, we need to multiply out these brackets and then we're going to collect like terms. So to start with, we'll multiply out those brackets. So we have x squared plus, now this multiplied out is going to be x squared minus 32x plus 16 squared, 256 is equal to 130. Okay, now to collect like terms, we're going to add these two x's together, and we're also going to bring that 130 over to the other side. So the way we're going to do that is, so that's going to be x squared plus x squared is equal to, well, 2x squared. Then we have minus 32x. Then we have plus 256, but then we're going to minus away 130. So if you can't do that in your head, you can literally, there's no shame in just doing 256 minus 130. 6 minus 0 is 6, 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. So it's going to be plus 126 equals 0. Now let's just get rid of this nonsense here. Okay, so we've got rid of that. Now, what we're going to do now is we've got to try and basically factorize this. Now, the first thing I can see is that all of these share a common factor of 2. So I'm going to take that outside of a bracket. And I'm going to just divide each of the terms by 2. This is going to be 63 equals 0. Cool. Now, what we're looking for now is to try and factorize this middle piece. We're looking for two numbers that multiply together to give positive 63 and add together to give negative 16. So we know that there are going to be two minuses. And the two minuses are going to be 7 and 9. Cool. So by the null factor law, like we know what the null factor law is. So x could have two different solutions. X could be equal to 7, or x could be equal to 9. Now once we've solved that, we're going to take that up here. And we're going to go, all right, well, if x is equal to 7, y has got to be 16 less than 7. So we're going to go which is -9. Or we can have, if x was equal to 9, we can have y is equal to 9 minus 16, which is equal to -7. So there are actually two number combinations here. We could have x is equal to 7, y is equal to -9, or we could have x is equal to 9 and y is equal to -7. So that's how you do that one. Not too hard at all.